let's begin. Every single time we review these instructions for goodbudget.com to keep your account active and keep entering transactions on that website, whether you used any of your sources of money or if you don't have a job, you ask the person or people who provide you with that money. Okay, we've talked about it for the last few days. And this is how it should look like, and then you should include more and more transactions every time. Okay, this, as I told you, it's something useful for your finances, your personal finances. It's really good and wise to keep track of your expenses by planning for them, which is a budget. And then as months or weeks go by, then you can get back and analyze and see how you need to make some changes to it. And it's going to be pretty much one of two options when in terms of your expenses when you have the budget. If you're spending too much, which means that your expenses are higher than your income, you only have two options: earn more money or cut your expenses. That's it. Just as simple as that. And make decisions. And, keep at them. All right? So, there are different ways in which you can track your expenses, okay? So you can read, for example, bank statements, credit card statements, Venmo activity for those who use it, or there might be other tools, okay? So this is a good, actually, just to let you know, I'm going to use this during this weekend because I need to take a look at my finances for the last few months. So I'm going to get back to basically my credit card statements. And I will be doing what you're about to do. I will be categorizing again and see what I need to do with my spending history and see if I need to make changes or accommodations, okay? So what is it you're going to be doing? There is, on your spreadsheet, a bank statement, okay? So I'm going to show it to you. Here it is. This is, maybe you know her. Okay, the savings account statement. This is the bank. Do you know her? Yeah? Okay. Well, so this is what we call a bank statement, which is similar to what you might see on a credit card statement because it's keeping track of your expenses. So this is what it shows: both deposits and withdrawals, or credit, which means that it's money getting in your balance, and instead of withdrawals, you might also see some sort of like debit or withdrawal or expense. And this is what we did at the beginning of school year, the balance. So every time there is a transaction, in the terms of deposit, you might see that we are adding. In terms of a withdrawal, you see that we are subtracting, and then it shows you the different, how the balance is changing based on the transactions being done and being recorded on the bank statement. So what are you going to do today? According to this, you are going to answer the questions you see here to yourselves. So again, this is something that's part of your spending habits, okay? So in the future, when you have your own, or if right now, if you have your own, you will be able to see what happens, what you notice, what you wonder about those statements, all right? How much money you earn, the spending categories, because you will need to determine that for your own and your personal finances. So what you will be doing is we are going to track those expenses, and as you can see on the spreadsheet, you do not only have the bank statement, but there's a tab on the right. I don't think you can see it from the screen, but you will see it on the video. There's one last tab that it's called tracking budgets. What are you going to do? Based on the information you see on the bank statement, you are going to make or create some categories. And you already created categories because you already did or created your own budget. Categories like what? Food, gas, eating out, things like that. You're going to determine those categories, or entertainment, or fun, or bills, things like that. And as you can see, they are differentiated by colors. So what are you going to do? You're going to label each of these categories as you wish, right? And then you are going to use that color to shade each of these cells. Okay? Then, after you do that, you are going to get the totals of each category and eventually getting the total of money spent and the balance. Okay? Based on the information you see from this bank statement. So, pretty much is going to be the first thing you need to categorize, right? Which means you need to determine the label, the name you're going to give to category 1, category 2. We have 10 because probably there's more than you can think of, right? But if you need more categories, feel free to include them. But I don't think so. And I know you. And you might be doing probably 4, 5, maybe 6 for those who want to be more detailed, right? Once you choose the names for your categories, you're going to get back to the bank statement, and you are going to use this tool, the fill color, for each cell, right? And then you are going to assign, right? So, for example, Venmo cash out. I have no idea what she used that money for, but I am guessing that might be for, I don't know. She went to eat out with some friends and she paid that. I don't know. Something like that. Or Maverick. Okay, this is unlead. So what is this? Gas. That's gas, right? Oh yeah, sorry, this was a deposit. So this one, Maverick, is gas. So let's say that you determine that the gas category is this light green one. So you are going to fill this cell using that green color. Are you following this now? Yep. Okay. So it's coloring, just like elementary school, right? Then get the totals per category, get the balances, and when you are done, just turn it in as usual on Canvas. You will see the assignment posted in 2 or 3 minutes tops. Okay? As usual, if you have questions or any issue that needs to be solved, just let me know. Okay? So make sure that you do the whole thing, the budget, the actual. Make sure that you answer these 2 questions specifically. Okay? All right. I think that's it.